Manic. I have my blog at www.realtown.com/John Manic. That's spelled MANIEC /blog. And we're in now North Bayside along the water. As you can tell, this is Little Neck Bay. Across the bay, looking at the homes over there, that is Douglaston Manor, Douglaston Peninsula, beautiful homes on the water. As we move over, you can see the Bayside Marina. Of course, it's winter and it's closed, but normally in the spring, summer, and fall, there are many boats stocked up here. As we look further down, further south, again, the Little Neck Bay continues down toward Northern Boulevard. Again, beautiful homes on the water. I'm going to put this on hold for a second so you can see the other side of the... See now is the Cross Island Parkway with traffic moving briskly toward the Throgs Neck Bridge. Across on the other side of the Cross Island Parkway are beautiful homes overlooking the water, beautiful water views. Those homes selling in the $1 million range or above. As I further pan north, you'll be able to see 3 high-rise co-op apartments, luxury apartments. Will have their own swimming pool, tennis courts, shopping center underneath, and they have magnificent views of the Throgs Neck Bridge and also the water. We're now up here in the northern part of North Bayside. What we're looking at right now is the Throgs Neck Bridge. Throgs Neck Bridge goes from Queens County in New York City across to the borough of the Bronx. The span across, you can see how beautiful the Long Island Sound is. Fantastic views. We're going to continue to span over a little bit further. Let me get a little closer view here. We're starting to head toward what they call Fort Totten. Used to be an Army Reserve base, has been in the last year or so deactivated and given to the city of New York for a park. Going to span and stop momentarily right here. Around, this is Fort Totten from another view, going toward, again, multiple buildings over here. And again, this has been turned into a park, pretty much so. And we're going to walk along the water in a few minutes. Again, here is a sign, Fort Totten Park. This parkland was acquired through the Federal Lands to Park program of the United States Department of the Interior for use by the general public. Looking at a sign, New York City Greenway, which indicates a walking path all the way from Queens into Brooklyn. If we pan down a little bit, you can see that it says "You Are Here," which is again Little Neck Bay, where we are right now. And that map, if I move back a little bit, you can see, and let me pan back a little bit, continues throughout Queens, and then there's a way of continuing right through various parks all the way into Brooklyn. Let me pause for a second. This walking path begins here, as you say, entering Joe Michael's Mile. As we pan down, you can see the walking trail that is going alongside the Cross Island Parkways. There are gentlemen running right now, bikers, walkers. Take advantage of this park, which is part of the Fort Totten Park. There's another sign, welcome to Joe Michael's 2.4-mile health walk, going alongside the Cross Island all the way to the Northern Boulevard. We pan around, and as you can tell, the walk goes alongside the Cross Island. I'm going to walk a little ways. I'm going to put on hold for a second. Continuing to walk along the Fort Totten Park walkway, the Joe Michael walkway. Again, going alongside the Cross Island, and we're heading south. The reason we're showing this is that my blog is called Great Northeast Queens News. And if you want a lovely place to live, Bayside, Little Neck, Douglaston are all part of Northeast Queens. Wonderful communities. The best school district in the city, District 26, part of District 25. 2 of the finest school districts in the city. Very low crime rate, close by to everything. You're in the best part of Suburbia, but still only 25-30 minutes by the Long Island Railroad into Manhattan. Greatest part of Queens is Northern Queens here. A wonderful place to live. You put on hold for a moment. Now looking across the Cross Island Parkway West, And those are the Birchwood Towers, as I was telling you about. Multi-story, about 17 stories. Most of them having balconies, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom co-op apartments with breathtaking views of Little Neck Bay and the Throgs Neck Bridge, also having their own swimming pool, tennis courts, and the facilities underneath the buildings, shopping center, superette, hairstylist, whatever. Let me put on hold for a second. We're now directly across from the 3 high-rise buildings I was telling you about, the Birchwood Towers. We're looking across Little Neck Bay to actually Great Neck. Great Neck's on the other side. I'm going to pan out a little bit. And as we move further south, across Little Neck Bay, beautiful view, water view. Now we're looking toward Douglaston Manor, which is still part of Queens. I'm going to put on hold so you can see how the Birchwood Towers look from the other side. All right, directly across from the shot I just gave you of the Birchwood Towers, you have the Versailles building, the Seville building, and the Americana. These are high-rise co-op apartments with great views, most of them with balconies. In the middle is the swimming pool, which you really can't see. But as we direct over to the last building on the right, the tennis courts, you can see. Beyond that are 2-family homes in Bayside Terrace, North Bayside area. Also, many of them with wonderful water views. Again, we pan back across to the high-rise building. The Americana allows dogs. The other 2 buildings do not. Again, to buy in here, normally a 2-bedroom, 2-bath co-op will run somewhere in the neighborhood of $300,000 to $400,000. 3-bedroom, higher, $400,000, $500,000 range. Again, have parking underneath, 24-hour doorman, security, everything you need. Everything is self-contained. Let me go back and show you the water one more. Again, this is the water view directly across from the Birchwood Towers in North Bayside. I'm a real estate broker, John Manick, and I have this blog, Great Northeast Queens News. You can reach it at realtown.com/John Manick/blog. And I will be featuring various communities here in Bayside, Little Neck, Douglaston, and other areas that are part of Northeast Queens. Again, John Manick, I hope you had a nice view of this. Again is the back view as we're panning to the north of Fort Totten Park. Take care.